Hi everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to a Golden Wake. It's been a couple of weeks. I had my new adventure game releases video for February up last Friday instead of this, so looking forward to getting back into this, working for the Mafia and shaking down some local businesses, I suppose. So we've got Herbert Freedy here. Aside from his cheap toupee, the thing that sticks out most about this guy is how nervous he seems. It shouldn't be too tough to talk him out of his money. Okay.
We need to have a talk, Mr. Freedy.
What about, Mr. Banks?
Your toupee. Let's ask about himself first.
You enjoy your job, Mr. Freedy?
I would say so, yes.
Been working for Mr. Merrick long?
Well, about 3 years now, yes. Why'd you ask?
I'm just a bit interested in how you got such a high-ranking position in such a short amount of time.
I'm not sure what you're implying, young man, but I can assure you my credentials are what got me here, nothing else.
That's good to know.
Alright, well, Fatty?
We're here on behalf of Fatty Walsh. Do you know him?
Fatty Walsh? Oh, God. Oh, God.
He's scared.
Listen, please, listen to me. I'm in a difficult position right now. I've tried to stop drinking, believe me. It's put me in terrible debt. Just terrible. I thought I could just stop cold turkey, but I'm too weak. Please, I'm begging you, tell Mr. Walsh I'll get him his money soon, but I can't go on like this. I just can't.
I mean, addiction, right? Rough. But given that we're the Mafia, we're not going to be sympathetic towards that, are
Now,
we?
Mr. Freedy, I think we can all come out of this winners if you just listen to me.
Oh, okay.
Ah, here we go. Okay. Gentle, moderate, or aggressive? Shut up and listen or I'll break both your arms feels a little bit maybe too aggressive. Just trying to avoid having to hurt you. This doesn't have to be difficult. Aggressive, definitely not. Gentle... I don't know if gentle is... I'm going to go moderate because I feel like a middle ground here might be a good start.
Mr. Freedy, you seem like a smart man. You don't want to get hurt. I don't want you to get hurt. So I suggest you cooperate with us.
Now, wait a minute. Who said anything about getting hurt? We don't need to make a mountain out of a molehill. Just tell me what it is you want.
Okay, I think that might have been good. Money? I already told you owe Fatty Walsh some money. Retribution. We're here to collect in blood. Lesson. You need to learn a lesson about punctual payments. This is a tricky one. I mean, we could just be blunt and talk about the money, but he already knows that. Retribution. We're here to collect in blood. That's quite threatening. Need to learn a lesson about punctual payments. Maybe we be less threatening here.
We're here to teach you a lesson about paying on time.
Where do you get off? Lack of punctuality isn't a problem I have. It's just been a bad month.
Oh, okay.
Can't Mr. Walsh make an exception? I'm only human after all.
So I feel like that might not have been the right choice there. Unforgiving. The phrase forgive and forget isn't in Fatty's lexicon. Unreasonable. Fatty's about as forgiving as a rabid pit bull. Or I've seen Fatty clobber a guy for no reason. I feel like maybe in response to that last one we go in quite hard because it feels like we didn't go in like aggressively enough on the previous one.
Obviously, you don't know Mr. Walsh. I've seen him clobber a guy just for looking at him the wrong way.
I had no idea.
Yeah, okay, nice.
Mr. Walsh always seemed perfectly reasonable.
Seemed like that worked.
Mr. Freedy, I'm afraid you leave me no choice.
Threaten life, pay up, or you'll be wearing cement shoes at the bottom of the bay. Threaten his family. I mean, do we know anything about his family? Or pay up or tell everyone about your drinking. He seems quite open about his drinking habits. I'm not sure that's going to work. Threaten his family. We don't really know an awful lot about his family, as far as I can tell. So I think we're probably just going to threaten his life, honestly.
If you don't pay Mr. Walsh his money, you're going to end up at the bottom of Biscayne Bay wearing cement shoes.
You wouldn't dare. I'm too important in this community to be murdered in cold blood.
No, you're not.
So what's it going to be, Freedy?
Fine. Tell Mr. Walsh
Yeah,
he'll get his
okay.
money by the end of the day. I hope you're proud of yourself, Banks. You certainly have a bright future ahead of you as a common thug.
Good.
Compliment accepted, Mr. Freedy.
Yeah, beats real estate, apparently. Are we? Oh, we're in control. Okay.
We need to have a talk, Mr. Freedy.
Do we?
What about, Mr. Banks?
That'll be all for now, I think.
Yeah, we just wanted to threaten you a bit more with the threat of a conversation. Right, Butch?
Butch, could you see about getting this guy out of the office for a few minutes?
Oh.
I need to have a look around.
Sure thing.
Did we already...
Hey, Rughead, let's step outside for a minute.
Let's do it.
Beg your pardon?
I need to talk to you in private. outside. Now.
Yes. Yes, of course. Not a problem. Let's just step outside the door here.
Did we search his office before we did that? I can't actually remember. Maybe not. We don't have anything. Alright, let's do a bit of searching. You aren't here to read. Anything in the cabinet? Search through the cabinet to find absolutely nothing of interest. About the folders. Nothing productive. Oh, are they coming back? Oh, they are. Okay, let's see if we can maybe do that again.
Butch, could you see? Sure thing. Hey, I need to talk.
Yeah, get out again so I can continue searching your office, because apparently that's a thing. You've got the desk. You search through 3D's desk. It's impeccably neat and well kept. The only thing you find is of some interest is a photo of 3D at a party. Figuring it might come in handy later, you keep it. Oh, good. Why are we not sat on the chair properly? Is that a bug? Sort of half of the chair. All right.
We need to have
What about?
That'll be all.
Okay, that'll be all. So we've got this photo. It seems this photo of 3D was taken recently at a party. Interesting. That's the owner of the Alhambra drugstore in the background, partaking in a drink. Seems he's getting a little extra booze on the side from 3D. Ah, interesting.
I'm afraid we've got to get going.
Fine. You can see yourselves out.
If I remember correctly, that's the guy... How did that open? If I remember, that's the guy who we were chasing a second ago, right? Am I right? Maybe I am, I don't know. Anyway, that seems like it went successfully, which is nice. So, we've got the hotel, the drugstore. Let's go back to the drugstore, because maybe we can show him this photo. Oh, he's just run
So
again.
much for the element of surprise. Get the car and let's try heading him off again.
Alright, last time we tried this, we just couldn't do anything to seem to catch him up. There was nothing we could click on, and like clicking... Yeah, clicking
Back here.
doesn't seem to do anything. Can we use this with him?
So, you've been getting a little extra booze on the side from
Maybe.
Freddie. I'm sure that would really interest Fatty.
What? How did...
Oh yeah, he slowed down. Oh no, he sped up again. Oh nice,
Was
okay.
that really necessary?
Fine. Tell Fatty I'll get him his money. Now, get out of here and don't come back.
That was easy. Nice. Okay, so we just needed to slow him down enough then so that he ran into the car instead of running past it. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so the only other thing was at the diner, right? Which turns out to be our brother's place now, Bo's Diner. Let's have a look around. Just some photos, which I think we've looked at before, unless they've changed. Owner of the diner from Phil's home sale, maybe not. Okay, they're all the same. Restrooms? We don't need the restroom. Soda jerk. Kid behind the counter is the look of someone who's working his first ever job and considers it the most important position in the world. Didn't we speak to this guy before? I think we might have done.
Welcome to Beauregard's Diner, sir. Will you be wanting a booth or counter service?
Neither, actually. I was wondering if I could ask you a couple questions.
Sure. I guess that'd be okay.
Okay, seeing Bo. Let's ask about seeing Bo first.
I'd like to speak to the owner. Is he in?
He's in the back, but he's really busy.
I'm sure he is, but it's rather urgent that I speak to
He's
him.
our brother.
Like I said, he's busy.
Tell him his brother Alfie needs to talk to him. Now.
Well, this just got interesting.
Ah, Butch overheard.
Okay, just give me a minute. I'll go get him.
I don't know if that's a bad thing.
What's this about?
Good to see you too, Bo.
Oh, don't give me that baloney. How many times have I seen you in the past 4 years? 2? 3? I know you're a fancy real estate big shot now, but you could at least have the common courtesy to keep in touch with your own brother.
Yes, I know. I've been a real chump lately, and I'm sorry. But I need you to listen to me for a minute. There's some serious matters we need to discuss.
Yep.
Fine, I'm listening.
Diner. Hurricane Fatty. Let's do it in order.
When did you buy this place?
6 months ago. I assume you'd have gotten one of the several messages I left you about it?
Maybe.
I must have gotten them mixed up with some other documents.
Hurricane?
Did the hurricane cause you any problems?
Oh, please. Now of all times is when you decide to show some concern?
Yeah.
I know you didn't come here just to talk about that. So what's this really about?
Fine.
Are you familiar with someone who goes by the name Fatty Walsh?
Walsh? I think I got a note from someone named Walsh shortly after I bought the diner.
Did you read it?
No, I started to, but it seemed like some nonsense intended for the previous owner, so I got rid of it. Why?
Oh.
Who is Fatty Walsh?
Alright. Gently worn, aggressively worn. Huh. I mean, I feel like aggressively might be the way to go here. I'm not sure gently worn is gonna, like, we want to be firm with him, right? Because he's our brother. We don't want him to take it lightly and just brush it off.
Shut your trap for once, Bo, and listen to me. Fatty Walsh is not a guy you want to mess with. He runs a bootleg alcohol operation from the Biltmore, and he had a deal with the previous owner. Now, I care about you, and I don't want to see you get hurt, so...
Oh, now you care about me. That's a laugh.
Trying to help
How do you even know about this?
Because he sent me to collect the money.
Yeah.
But I can tell him you'll get it to him.
What? You're working for the mob now?
We are, yeah.
Bo, calm down. I need you to listen.
No, you listen. I don't hear from you in years. And now you just show up out of the blue with some 2-bit thug and try and strong-arm me to giving money to someone I've never even heard of?
Hey now, there's no need for name calling.
You tell your boss there's no deal. I'm not interested in any illegal activities.
Come on. Don't be like that. We're trying to
Wait,
help
wait.
you.
I have been waiting, Alfie. Didn't you hear me earlier? I'm through with this. Just do me one favor, would you? Level with me. Why have you been avoiding me all this time?
Tell the truth, make up an excuse. I mean, let's just tell the truth. He's our brother.
Because it kills me to see you succeed.
Wow.
What?
All your life, you've just sat around being babied. Well, I've had to bust my hump to take care of you and Mother since Father died. Then all of a sudden, you decide to ride my coattails and come down here?
I thought you'd be proud of me for showing some initiative.
You came down here, lazed around, spending Mother's money for a few years, then bought a diner. Am I meant to be impressed? You've had everything handed to you on a silver platter. Do you even know half of what I've done? I should be mayor of this city.
What's happened to you, Alfie?
Good question.
Nothing's happened. I'm just finally telling you the truth. You asked for it after all.
You're right. I did. Now get out of my diner.
Well, that went well, didn't it?
That was hot.
Oh, shut it.
I love Butch. He's funny.
You don't really say much, do you?
Don't need to. You say plenty for both of us.
Fair. He's the, the muscle. All right. Well, having completed the tasks assigned to you by Fatty. Having completed the tasks assigned to you by Fatty, you and Butch head back to the Biltmore. Oh, cool. So it just takes us straight back there. All right. So we'll go and update
I
him.
have to say, that went smoother than I'd expected. You're
Yeah.
not a bad partner, Butch.
Thanks. You ain't so bad yourself.
Thanks. Oh, is that? what's
Alfie,
his face?
there you are.
Yeah.
Thank goodness I found you. Maybe you can help me understand what's going on. I've just spoken with Mr. Freedy at the administration office, and he told me that you and another man had harassed him. Why on earth would he say such a thing?
Confirm, deny, or resign. I mean, I feel like we just go all in on the mafia gangster roleplay, so let's just be like, yeah, we did it.
Because we had to convince him to pay for the alcohol he's been getting from Fatty Walsh.
You what? Do you mean to say you're working for that gangster?
Yep.
Yes, I am. As of today, actually.
But why? What would make you do something so drastic?
You.
Drastic? Hardly. I'm just doing what feels right. You've never appreciated anything I've done.
Now, Alfie, you know that isn't true.
I looked up to you, George. The day you hired me on the Coral Gables project was one of the best I can remember. I did everything I could to help it succeed, bent over backwards to get where we are today. And how do you repay me? By making that 2-bit snake oil salesman Dammers mayor instead of me.
Alfie, listen.
No, I'm through listening. I'm through running around like a chicken with its head cut off, and I'm through with you.
Wow.
When I came down here, my goal was to succeed like my father. Well, I can tell you right now, I've not only succeeded, I've surpassed anything he ever did. And I intend to surpass even the great George Merritt.
Damn.
So, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to report back to a boss who actually appreciates my hard work and doesn't just string me along like some floozy.
I feel like this could all come back to bite us in the butt.
Have yourself a nice day, sir.
Fatty doesn't seem like somebody who's trustworthy, does he? I know Merrick sort of screwed us, but at least he didn't try and kill us like this guy could. He could turn around and put a hit out on us.
So, how'd it go?
The drugstore owner and Freedy will have your money by tonight. The Gables Diner deal is off.
Off? What do you mean off?
The new owner's not interested in continuing the previous arrangement.
A teetotaler running a diner. Go figure. Well, at least you got the other two to pay. Nice job, kid. I gotta confess, I had my doubts for a while, but you've done good.
That's what we do.
Welcome to our little family, Banks. You're gonna fit in just fine.
Nice. Okay, what's our next job then? Ooh, Havana, Cuba, 1928. Oh, so we've had another time skip. This is beautiful. Look at it.
So this is the place? Looks like kind of a dump. You'd think the biggest rum runner in Cuba would be operating out of somewhere more refined.
Things work differently down here. Not everybody is as flashy as Fatty Walsh.
What was our guy's name again?
Jesus, Banks, I ain't your personal secretary. It's Manny Morales we're looking for. Try to keep it in your head this time, would you? Now enough jawing. Let's find this guy, make the deal, and get out of here. This whole island always gets me riled up.
Ah, a nice change of scenery. That is where we'll leave it for this one, and we'll carry on looking around Cuba in the next episode. So as always, thank you very much for watching. A big thank you to my patrons Arcades Games, Wayne, Nate, Paul from the Phantom Fellows, Lyle, Hobo, Numinous, Kumadim, Paulio, Flossie the Sheep, JohnCom555, Chrissy, Paul James, and Zoltes, and I'll see you next time.